What's going on, everybody? Today I want to spend a little bit of time talking about Aegon, specifically something that I like to refer to as the Aegon trap. Now, this video is directed at newer players, but veteran players, please don't click away. I need your help in spreading the word. And by that, I don't mean, I'm not asking for you to share this video everywhere. I just mean when you see new players asking for advice, maybe in a live stream or on Reddit, where it doesn't matter where, and they're asking for advice if they should rank up like their 4-star Aegon or something like that, just be nice, give them some advice, and say, hey, Aegon is really meant for end game content, not really meant for newer players. A 4-star Aegon, not going to be helpful. Go with other champions, things like that. The reason why newer players fall into the Aegon trap in the first place is because they see Aegon, high on someone's tier list, or they see veteran players, myself included, opening up many crystals for Aegon, chasing Aegon, as if it's the only thing that matters because, hey, if you're trying to clear the abyss, it's pretty important to get Aegon, right? So a newer player sees these things and falls into the trap of thinking, oh, I just need to get Aegon because he's such a good champion, and if I get him, super lucky, let me rank him up and all that. I've seen a lot of new players share screenshots of unawakened 4-star Aegons being their highest rated champion. And hey, if anyone's watching this video, if that's you, it's not your fault, man. You just didn't know better. It's all good. You're going to get those catalysts back. Don't worry about it. But stop investing in low-level Aegons. Aegon is really meant for something like the Abyss, Labyrinth of Legends. He can technically be used in some other areas of the game like the incursions or some other high-level quests. But when you're newer to the game, there's a few things that kind of prevent you from using Aegon the way that he's meant to be played. Number one, you have to be comfortable holding long combos, which requires near flawless play that, to the other veterans out there, I don't know about you guys, but when I was newer to the game, dude, holding a combo of like 20 was a mega achievement. I was so stoked to even get into the double digits, forget 20, like just to see 10 or more hits. I was like, all right, that was a good stretch of the fight, whereas, yeah, once you get comfortable with the game, you can hold combos in the hundreds or even thousands, but a newer player is not going to be ready for something like that. And Aegon is a terrible champion just right out of the gate. The first fight in the quest, he's awful. You have to build up a combo of, honestly, a few hundred hits. I don't think Aegon really comes online until about the 300 hit mark. And again, I know some veteran players out there are going to be like, dude, what about the other benefits below that? Yeah. Listen, they're fine. They're good benefits and all that. But, it's all of that kind of, accumulating into getting to around that 300 hit mark. That's when Aegon really starts to shine. In addition to being able to hold, high combos, he's also going to need to be awakened, which is not the easiest thing for a newer player. Trust me, I have the experience doing the new account challenges. Even when I already have the ability to hold combos on a new account, it's not even that easy to awaken the champion. Not to mention, in general questing situations, it's not like a marathon style quest where you're going to have 20 fights and each fight is going to be a few hundred hits. No, for the most part, you're not going to be able to even, build up your combo high enough unless you're using like a max sig Aegon or something like that. So for a new player to take advantage of a 4-star Aegon, they'd have to have the skills to hold the combo. They'd have to be able to awaken the champion, and they would have to be able to increase the champion's sig level. All of these things quite difficult to do. And again, it's very easy to fall into this trap of thinking, oh, Aegon is just an amazing champion, a champion that's going to help everyone out because of, seeing some high level end game style content. So if you see a new player asking for advice about their Aegon, should they go with Aegon or Fury or some other skill champion or any other champion, really, forget the class type, I think it's a good thing to politely steer them away from Aegon. Remember, most people asking this kind of thing, they're newer to the game. Don't be mean about it. Just kind of politely say, hey, Aegon, he's really meant for Abyss or Labyrinth, and don't worry about him until then. Don't worry about ranking up a 4-star Aegon. I'm sure there's someone in the chat right now that's also going to say, like, oh, but there's certain challengers where you can only use 4-star champs. Or what about a player who's already skilled and they're just starting out on a new account or something like that? Yeah, listen, Aegon can be used in those situations. I'm talking about for new players. They just downloaded the game today or a week ago or a month ago, and they're looking for advice on how to proceed in the game. Aegon, for 99.9% of these players, is not going to be the answer. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I get these questions daily, so to anyone out there watching that might be thinking, like, why does this video even matter? Seriously, I get these questions on a daily basis. So a lot of players are falling into this trap. And again, if you have fallen into the trap yourself, it's no big deal. The more you play this game, the more you realize, oh, the resources that were sunk into a 4-star champion, they're nothing. You'll get those resources back in no time, even though right at this moment, it probably felt like it took a lot to rank up that champion. Which is true, but again, you'll get those resources back before you know it. It's not a big deal. You don't have to delete your account over or anything. Just stop investing in 4-star Aegons in particular, and that's pretty much it. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.